back to everyone. Week 2. Just forget about game number 2, week 1. Forget about week 0. It is what it is. We're at home. FCS team. Here.
Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the River Toads and the Sacramento State Hornets. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he understands the battle today will be at the line of scrimmage. They come into the game with the best rushing offense in the country, but they are facing a top 10 rushing defense. We will see who makes it or breaks it at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And now the River Toads kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass.
Hopefully we won't have to put a lot of pressure on him.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Got a little grass. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Williams open on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Now the River Toads offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Right on the money. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The River Toads come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And now the River Toads with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a 1st down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Rushes on him. Avoids the pressure and gets away. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The River Toads come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the 1st.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Going to try to get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
But I can't throw the ball.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Wants to throw again. They're setting up the screen. He gets it in! Touchdown, Sacramento State!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Well, we didn't have to turn the ball over for the 4th quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
There we go.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now the River Toads will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing right. Coleman open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Oh.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a man. And they will score! Touchdown, Sacramento State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. If the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1.
Oh, man.
We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game in Sacramento. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The River Toads will send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Ooh. Looking for space. It's Curtis. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have the catch.
Running back searching for a hole. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Off the play fake. Under fire. Desperately looking. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's Moses. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. With the catch, it's Williams. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Slithers into space. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Slips a tackle. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The play action fake.
That's it. Oh!
It falls
85.
incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The run inside. It's Curtis. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they put a...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the 1st down, and they'll get it back. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's got him. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He sacked. This defense all over him. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Gunning for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Heaves it on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defender. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Rivertones! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Rushes on him. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moses. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And now the Rivertones want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got the back in the middle. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Runs through the tackle. Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Quarterback moving. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.